Hello, welcome to id8tr, an innovative new system that helps you explore words in creative and interesting ways. So to start, simply go to the main search bar and begin to type in the word that you're interested in. You will see an autofill system will suggest words to use. And then press search. So we're searching for the word candle now. And once I press search, a whole variety of operations are performed on this word. And they're presented to you in the results screen here so that you can peruse them and search for the things that are interesting to you. So let's start in the top left. We can see the word candle is divided into various features. So a function of candle is to illuminate things. It has a pleasant odor quality. It is also used for adornment. It's of course hot. And if we click on any one of these, we will see other items that are also used in these manners. So besides candles, stars, light bulbs, lamps, they also are used to illuminate things. And we can click more and see even more things: sconce, lantern, blind, fluorescent lights, etc. Now you might think, well, wait a minute, a blind is not used to illuminate something. This is a good example because we have to remember that this system is designed to help you think creatively, to think outside the box, to come up with new ideas, new concepts, new words that are related in some peripheral way to the word you initially searched for. Now, a blind, when it's closed, of course, does not illuminate, but think about it, when you open a blind, it does illuminate the room. So in that sense, I suppose the system might think that it is used to illuminate. And of course, you can click temperature during use hot, and we'll see incense, candlestick, star, etc., things that are also hot when they are used. Now, these words are listed in order of their overall similarity to the word candle. So, for example, a cigar is quite similar to a candle in many ways. It has a similar shape. It burns at one end. Now, let's say you're interested in words that are completely different than candles, but yet still are hot when you use them. So then you can go to the drawbar here at the bottom and move it towards less obvious, and that will initiate a new search. And now if we click temperature during use, you will see, laptop computer, right? So that's very unlike a candle, but indeed is still something that gets hot when you're using it. So it depends on what purpose you have for this particular word, and you can try these different searches. Then there's another way of searching. We can click here on the top left, see more results, and that will show words that appear with candle in text from the internet in various different ways. So we see that a candle does this. So it lights, it illuminates, it's melting, it's burning. Candles are used in. So we click here and we can see vigil, dinner, procession, memorial, Hanukkah, and the like. Now, if we move here to the right, an ontology is a hierarchical system that tells you what something is and what its relationships are to things above and below it in the hierarchy. So if you imagine the word candle, below it we have these are kinds of candles, right? So subgroups of candle. So dip candle, rush candle, vigil light, vigil candle, chandlery, etc. Above candle in the hierarchy is lamp, because candle is a kind of lamp, and a candle is composed of these things. Now, if you hover over any of these words, you can save the word into the Save Terms Here box. So we can click Save, and we will see vigil light appears there. And if you want to get rid of it, you can click on the X, and it will disappear from the Save Terms. And when you've finished your session, you can download the terms as a text file onto your computer so you don't forget any of the great ideas that you thought of. Now let's say you don't know what a vigil light is. You can also go to Google and simply press, and it will initiate a Google search on the word. So one of the ways to use this system is in fact as a search interface. Sometimes when we do a search, we're not really sure what word to search for, so we just type in some word that we think might be a good one. But this is a great way using the system to explore what is the ideal word to use and then initiate a search based on that. Now, moving down, we have, of course, a definition of candle, and we have phrases with candle. So we have the game is not worth a candle, not fit to hold a candle. But if you click on these arrows, you can divide the word up into sound sections. So now I'm just searching for phrases with the sound can. So we see not fit to hold a candle, but I will see what I can do. So these are all common idiomatic phrases that you can use to think of, for example, company logos or sayings or something like that. And here we have cloak and dagger because the sound K-A-N, right? Cloak and dagger has the can sound in it. So it's based on the phonetics, the sound of the phrase. And you can click flip, and then it moves to the other side of the slash. So now we're just looking for things with the sound dull in it. So bundle up, not fit to hold a candle, of course, is there again. Get a handle on it. So let's say you're a company that sells candles, and you want to come up with some clever logo. You might use the system and, for example, okay, get a handle on it. So you can say, do you have a problem? Get a candle on it. Because candles can be used to relax you and solve problems in that sense. Now let's move over to the left again. Here we have a picture of candle, and we can explore the appearance of the item. Now this system is working based upon a neural net that was trained to recognize similarities between the shapes of things. So all of this does is look at the shape. It has nothing to do with the functions or the colors or anything like that. Just the shape of the item. And it presents you a bunch of different things that look like a candle. And you can spin them around if you don't see why they look like a candle until you get it into the position where it matches candle so you can be sure that it fits. And here we have syringe, geyser. So these are, again, really creative answers, things that you might not have thought of. And imagine if you are a graphic designer charged with advertising some item, you can use this system to look for similar looking items and use it in creative ways. If you don't like one of the results, you can always click on the thumbs down. So chime maybe doesn't look that much like candle, so you can click on the thumbs down. And if enough people do that, of course, the system will eventually learn that this is not a good result and it will change the result. So the system is a living, breathing system that learns and changes as more people use it as well. Now below that we have related words. So these are words that are used in contexts that are similar to candle on millions of web pages along the internet. So similar words appear near these words that you might find occurring near the word candle. And you can see here we have the list of related words. And again, each word you can search for on Google, you can save it, or you can search id8tr. In other words, initiate another search based on that word. Now notice these are not synonyms, but they are similar to candles. We like to call them synonyms. And then below that we have related interests. Now these were garnered by looking at social networks and people that talk about their interests. What other interests do they talk about? So amongst the people who say, I'm really interested in candles, these are other words that we find: moonlight, bubble bath, sunset, holding hands, etc. So you can see this is a really great way to expand your thinking. If you're advertising, if you're writing some story or a play or movie script and you're talking about candles, you might want to think about these things, because people who are interested in candles also tend to be interested in these things. And you can also adjust this if you want to just see the most common words, that is to say, words that are general categories that a lot of people talk about. You can see that and how they're related to candle. Or if you want to see rarer words, what we call the long tail, you can pull it that way and see other words: affection, thunderstorms, campfires, and what have you. Then moving down, we have Twitter data as well. So people who recently tweeted about candle also tweeted about these things. So 36% of them, had candles. Then 27% hashtag perfume, 26 kiss team, not sure what that is. We have 24% talked about scents and fragrances, bridal 20%. Again, a great way to know what is related in various ways to candle. And finally, we have quotes that involve the word candle and ideas connected to candle. So that's how our system works. And again, you can click save, or you can actually drag and drop any of the words that you're particularly interested in into the save box here and download it that way. So those are the key ways that our system works, and we hope you will enjoy it. And please don't forget to take our survey and tell us a little bit about what you liked, what you didn't like, because we are always aiming to improve the system and get a sense of how people are using it, what they're using it for, and what they would like to see. Thank you very much.